Good. Okay, everything's fine. Before we get started, I would just like to bring attention to this. I know that it's there, okay? These leggings are still good. If you have a problem with it, I recommend getting over it.
Asana Breakdown.
Thank you. I love you so much. You're just the best boy, and I love you. Are you snoring just a little? Look at that pouch. Look at that pouch. Thank you. I love you. Be well. Namaste. Hi, hello. My name is Jordan, and welcome back to another Asana Breakdown. Today, we're going to be breaking down one of my favorite yin poses, okay? Oh, God. Okay. And I've talked a little bit about yin yoga on this channel before. Yin is generally practiced when the body is not warmed up, so we won't be having a warm-up today. However, we will have a lot of different bus stops as we make our way to saddle pose. Giddy up, motherfucker. Ooh! So a pose like saddle pose may look really intimidating. Fear not. We have many options and proptions, and there's no final destination with yin yoga. It's all about the journey there, okay? We will be incorporating some props, and if you like to practice along with me, you can even treat this like your own little mini yin yoga session. Saddle pose has a lot of different benefits. We're opening up through the whole front of the body, okay? Tapping into some really special meridians, okay? There's meridians in ancient Chinese medicine, which are essentially just pathways for qi, all right? For prana, for your life force. For today's practice, it may be helpful to have, there, a couple of blocks. If you don't have blocks, no biggie. You can use books, cans, Tupperware, stuffed animals, willing participants. Maybe you have a man in your house who does absolutely nothing. Feel free to use him as a prop. Anything that may fill the gap between your body and the earth so we can invite gravity to do some of the work for us today, all right? There is sensation in yin yoga. That doesn't mean pain. That doesn't mean overwhelming discomfort, just sustainable therapeutic sensation. And that is a spectrum that varies from body to body, person to person, even minute to minute, baby, over here in this house, okay? Let me tell you, we're living a sensational life on the spectrum over here. So we're going to start with option one, okay? Option one, we're going to be using a blanket, fold it up. You can even use a towel, okay? You may want to also have a bolster or maybe a big couch pillow, all right, behind you, okay? So that if you'd like to move your way into option two, it's there for you. Gravity's a bitch. So starting in our supported heroes pose, bolster, it can be propped up like this with a block, or maybe you just like to have it flat on the ground. Yogi's choice. Starting in our kneeling position, our knee stand, bringing a block beneath the sit bones just to lift the pelvis, okay? Maybe we peel the flesh away from the sit bones, all right? If you're like me and you got a little junk in that trunk, go ahead, do that, okay? And from here, we want to be mindful of any not super fun sensations going on in the knees, okay? If you're like me, poses like this freak me out a little bit because my knees freak me out a little bit. I'm 35. And so we want to see how we feel here. If we feel all right here, great. Maybe we begin to bring the hands back, walk the palms back, and find a saddle pose here, okay? Maybe we want a little bit more space. I love that. And on top of our block, we place our blanket. This shit, whoo, I live for this shit right here, all right? Ooh, that feels really nice. I really like this. okay? And we can find, our back bend from a little bit of a higher shape like this, creating a softer space, something that will move with us, a soft blanket, something like that, and walk the hands back from here. And find a saddle pose here, okay? We don't have to be all the way down, all right? We can even have the fingers, maybe they're pointing towards the feet, maybe they're pointing out. And we'd stay in a shape like this for 3 to 5 minutes. Just breathing. Another option, all right, maybe we're feeling pretty good. All right, maybe we're feeling like leaning a little bit further back without stressing out the wrists too much. I got you, fam. So from our supported hero, okay, we begin to walk the palms back. We don't tuck the tailbone, okay? We just elongate the tail, okay? Almost pointing the tailbone, the bottom of the spine towards the backs of the knees. And from there, we begin to lean back. And find your saddle pose here. Almost a little bit like our supported fish, okay? But it's very important to find that elongating of the tailbone so that we're not crunching our low back. We're looking for sustainable and therapeutic sensation here. And feel free to interchange, okay? Maybe you want to have a blanket and no block. Maybe you want to have a block and no blanket. Maybe you just want to have this going on and nothing going on here. Mix and match, find what works for you, okay? And then another option, I like to be a little bit lower to the ground. We're finding our hero base, all right? Tops of the feet rooted down. Maybe we even peel the flesh away from the calves. Find a nice tall spine. See how it feels here. Take a deep breath in. And on our exhale, we begin to slowly walk it back. Maybe come into the forearms, lifting slightly to find that long tail. And notice how that might impact sensation along the tops of the thighs. And then from there, oh yeah, buddy, we take it on down. And then for the arms, maybe we have them out to either side, okay? Maybe we bring them up overhead. And this is where we settle in. All of those bus stops are saddle pose, okay? It's all about what's going to feel good in your body today, right now, in this moment. Navigating that path, okay, to therapeutic and sustainable by staying connected with the breath, by just keeping an unbiased eye on the depth and quality of your breath and navigating the pose from there. And from here, we just try to let go, okay? Sounds super hard, maybe, letting go, okay? I used to get really confused. I didn't understand what letting go meant. I would get so wrapped up. I'd be like, but what does that mean? I'm letting go. I'm not caring. But letting go, okay, sometimes is scary and uncomfortable. And maybe letting go means letting out, means releasing. My favorite part about yin yoga is how it reminds me that, the body keeps the score. Not sponsored. Because the body can't reconcile the way that the mind can. When we have a feeling, an emotion, there's a physical sensation tied to that. So, say maybe we're going about our day, we see something and we feel sad, feel so sad that maybe physically it feels like we might cry, but we don't. We hold it in. The mind will forget, right? The mind will be like, sad bitch who? I'm at home, fucking vegging out, whatever, bro. But the body plants that feeling somewhere deep inside. And yin yoga is a safe way to allow those things to leave the body, to clear a path out, to release, to allow the physical body to let go of unexpressed, things. This is one of the first steps to doing that, is yin yoga. And that's enough of that. Now to come out, we come out the way we came in. All right, surprise, surprise. Making our way to the forearms, okay? Maybe pressing into the elbows, slight tuck of the chin, okay, to protect our neck. And slowly we make our way up onto the palms. Shift forward, lift up to that kneeling shape, okay? And kick the legs out long, moving mindfully, okay? And find a little gentle movement, maybe a rolling out of the ankles, open and scrunch the toes, windshield wipe the knees side to side. In a nice counter pose for this, in my opinion, IMHO, in my humble opinion, taking this bolster, all right, and finding a nice supported caterpillar shape. If we got some hyperextension bodies watching this right now, roll up a little blanket or something and put it beneath your knees, okay? Just a tip from one overly bendy bitch to another. Put something under your knees, okay? Maybe reaching out for our block, maybe taking some of my own advice, bringing something beneath the knees. I think to feel supported, all right? All right. Oh my God, if I say that one more time, I'll scream. Taking our bolster, our blanket, our pillow, whatever, on top of the thighs, our block, and just fucking chilling out here, all right? Fuck, I said it again. And spending, 2 to 3 minutes here, just noticing the effects of the pose on the body. This is the part of yin yoga where we pause to receive. We do a little movement. Because what we've done is we've starved certain parts of the body of its juices, its magical juice that it needs, the joints and the ligaments and the cartilage, the connective tissue, all that good stuff, okay? We said, no juice for you. And then we come out and it gets all the juice in the world and it's like, oh my fucking God. So then we do a little moving around, okay? And then find a rebound shape. For me, I like to extend the legs after they've been bent in that way. Maybe with some support beneath the knees. And allow the spine to round forward. And maybe making this more of a restorative shape, okay? Noticing if there's a temperature or, any kind of sensations. Just pausing to see what arises without polarizing or naming whatever that is, okay? Just checking it out, approaching with a warm curiosity and being like, hey man, what's going on? What is that? What are you doing in there? And that's it. And when that feels complete, you come out and you did it. You did yin yoga. Super fucking cool. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got. I'm not in the best mood today because I'm PMSing. And I filmed this once before I did this. I filmed it perfectly. I did so good. And then, boop, it just disappeared. I went to export it and it said, no, you didn't. So here we are. Here I am once again. Anyway, that's it from me. I hope you enjoyed this practice, this asana breakdown. I hope you have a lovely, lovely rest of your day. If there's any other options or proptions for saddle pose that you use in your own personal practice, I would love to hear about it. The thing that makes me a better teacher and just a better human in general and feeds my personal practice is when I hear from other practitioners. Okay, because newsflash, I don't know everything. Don't forget to stay hydrated and leave your ex on red. Fuck him. Do yoga. He's trash. Namaste. Let's see. Ew, who are you? Is that my neighbor? What do you want?